What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another JD the Gamer video. We're here with DC Dark Legion. In this video, we're going to take a look at the training simulator. Okay, so like I said, we're going to take a look real quick at the training simulator. This isn't going to be too long of a video. I just wanted to give some insight on how I deal with the training simulator. As you can see right now, I'm currently at level 1,314. So, for my early game players, right, your pool of characters and the ability to be able to put proper gear on them and everything like that, it's going to be kind of scarce. It's going to be difficult to build you a solid team that can handle everything in Training Simulator. Excuse me. Because the way the Training Simulator works, every level is different. It has 5 enemies, but depending on the composition of it, depending on the level that you're on, depending on which characters they use and the combinations in which they use them, some of the levels can get pretty difficult. I was stuck on a level for a long time until I finally did it. So early on, when you're early in the training simulator, I can't even say the amount of levels, but I would say, the first 500 or so, they should be pretty simple. As long as you can put together a team that can do some damage, do some healing, keep you alive, and that should be enough, honestly, because it's not that rough. So if you're looking at team compositions, you need a couple tanks up front that can handle the damage that is being outpoured by the enemy. So you're looking at either a guardian, which is or a warrior. So Superman is a warrior. So he's one of the frontline defenders, known for their robust physique and powerful melee attacks. So he kind of is the best of both worlds when you look at a warrior. They should be tanky enough to be able to take some damage, but then also be able to pack a punch, right? The next one that you can do is sorry, having some issues. The next one you can do is Guardians. So Guardians are dedicated to protecting allies and controlling the battlefield with shields and defensive skills. So traditionally, I would say you would want the Guardian up front in the top left position, because that's the first spot that gets attacked first. And if you want to put another Guardian, that's fine. I like to run with Superman, and then maybe like a Wonder Woman or a Shazam. Something like that. I prefer not to use 2 warriors, but if I have to, I will. But early on, I think Superman, because he's my favorite character, he's a warrior. He can be frontline, he can be backline. It's up to you. It depends on how your composition of team is, but it depends on how you want to put them. I like having someone like Wonder Woman. I prefer my Superman up front, because he's so tanky as well, but some people I know run him in the back line so that he doesn't get targeted as much and he can survive longer. I like him up front. I do like a good Wonder Woman up front, Shazam up front. You can even do you could do a Batman. I don't think he's frontline material. Bane is good for the front line. Dr. Fate's good for the front line. Killer Croc isn't good anywhere in the game. No, I'm just lying. He's cool for the front line as well, but there's better uses for him. But yeah, that's where you want to go. Front line, you want your Guardians or your Warriors to be able to help absorb all that damage that the enemies are going to do in Training Simulator. After that, in my third slot, in the back left corner, I usually like to put my healer. So before I got up to this level, it was either poison. It was mainly Poison Ivy as my healer. Sometimes it was Mira. Now with Mira being maxed out, Mira I feel like takes a little bit more precedent over Poison Ivy. But I will be honest, Crypto has been my dude. He's been my healer. I've been using Crypto a lot recently in my backline as my healer for the team. And it also buffs up my Superman as well. So it's a win-win situation for me. Then in the slots 4 and 5, the middle and the back right. For the middle, I typically like to use my stronger like AoE damage dealer. So if I do bring Constantine, that's where I like to put him in the middle, so he has a good range to hit everybody on the field, all the enemies, and be able to do the most types of damage. Someone like a Sinestro, if I bring a Sinestro, since he's a single target damage dealer, I would put him in the back right hand corner, just to focus on one side if I can. What other, like AoE, another one would be like Aquaman, if that was one of your people that you're bringing to the squad. Green Arrow would be another one that's on the back right for me, just for the simple fact that he is a single target damage dealer. So let's take a look at what I mean. So I don't know if I can beat this level. I don't remember if I just stopped or if I'm stuck. Now, I needed me a drink real quick. I will say, because of the level that I'm at, I have decided that I think it's more beneficial for me to run more healers, because I noticed that my teams were dying a little too quick. So right now, this is the squad that I was running. Again, I can't remember if I stopped myself or if I died. So we're going to go ahead and run this through. So I have Wonder Woman to tank up front in that top left position. I have Superman in the front right position to be able to do good damage and also tank. Crypto, my main healer, in my back left corner. Constantine in the middle in the back so that he can hit as many people as he can. And then I have decided to bring another healer, which is going to be Mira, to the top right, or to the back right. This team that I'm going against is a little trickier because of Shazam, because he comes back after becoming Billy Madison for a while. He comes back to life. So it kind of messes things up, but let's see if we can finish this off. We fully have taken down one Shazam. Constantine's still focusing that back line. Boom, we're in there like swimwear. No one died. We keep it pushing. So that's kind of my thought process in doing Training Simulator. It can be daunting when there's a lot of Supermans on the field or a lot of characters that are strong damage dealers, and there's 5 of them. Like right now we have 5 Two-Faces. I don't think that should be too big of a problem, but like I said, the higher you go up, it's going to be more devastating in terms of damage that's dealt, so you might have to throw in another healer. But early on, I think it's perfectly acceptable to bring 3 to maybe even sometimes 4, depending on how strong you are and early you are. You might be able to go with 4 damage dealers and 1 healer, or maybe even 1 tank and 4 damage dealers. But because of the level I'm at, 13, 16 right now, I know, like I said earlier, I was dying a little too quick. So bringing a second healer really has helped. And I will say that there have been some levels, a few levels where I kept dying, that I took out Wonder Woman and brought another healer. I brought Poison Ivy as well. And Superman and Constantine was able to do enough damage to be able to win the level for me. So if that tends to happen, then go with another healer. Just continue to play around with it. There's no one team that's going to get you all the way to the end of Training Simulator. You're going to have to fail, and you're going to have to move, shuffle things around, because certain levels, certain enemies will do something that counters what you're bringing. So you might have to switch it up. So don't throw all your eggs into one basket. You should be good. Play around with teams. Let Training Simulator work for you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, what do you think about my thought process when it comes to the Training Simulator? How do you run it? Have you completed Training Simulator? Are you still working through it? Let me know down in the comment section below what you think about my ideas. If not, let me know what you guys do. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, man. But until next time, man, it's your boy JD, and I'm out this thing, baby.